but I'm Kim Sim-Pao. I'm the Director of Corporate Relations for ACEDA, and I have the pleasure and honor of welcoming everyone here today. This is day 2 of the program. We had a fantastic day on Tuesday for the event, and really look forward to today's discussions as well. And for those of you who were not able to join us, we did record all these sessions on Tuesday, as we will again today. So those will all be available on demand in the coming days. And I do want to start out by talking about our diversity pledge for ACEDA. This is also available on the ACEDA website. ACEDA is to fostering a welcoming, diverse representation in our programs. Then we have our sponsors that we certainly want to give a special shout out and thank. Support the ACEDA organization and certainly your commitment to ECE education. Those include, Keysight, Texas Instruments, DigiKey, Liquid Instruments, Mouser, Regal, Digilent, MathWorks, Pico Technology, Rohde & Schwarz. We have ANSYS, Renesys, Tektronix, and the IET. So thank you all to the corporations who support our programs. And particularly, I want to thank YC Wang and DigiKey. YC has been very instrumental in this program. It was really his vision for developing this event, this 2-day program. And I'll turn it over actually to YC right now, and YC can give you a little bit of an overview of what the day will unfold.
Thank you very much, Kim, and thank you very much to all the attendees for coming on. I know that we have attendees from across the North American continent, and so we have people who are just waking up first thing in the morning to attend this, and we have people who have already been awake for a while and have had a couple of cups of coffee. So we do have a very exciting agenda in store for you today, and it is indeed a privilege for DigiKey to help co-organize and co-sponsor this summit today. Mm-hmm. So we have another exciting day in store for you. And as you can see, we'll have multiple panels, and we are going to be trying out something rather novel today with what I call a dueling set of panels around the topic of better preparing students for the industry. First of all, we will have academics set the stage and discuss what they have done in their curriculum to prepare students. And then we'll have a brief networking break. Then after that, we'll have reflections from the industry, specifically from people who have either hired students or people with ideas as to how to better improve things. And so after that, we'll have another panel where we'll be talking about applying the maker mindset to achieve a lifelong learning curricula. And we'll have a lot of very exciting panelists there, very energetic people who are thought leaders in the industry. After that, we'll have corporate suites. Be sure to join the DigiKey suite. And we have a very exciting guest of honor in our suite today. His name is Sean Himmel. You may have seen his YouTube videos before. So this will be a meet and greet style suite where you get to ask him questions and just pick his brain on his thoughts on maker curricula. And now I will be handing the virtual mic over to Jean-Francois for the awards ceremony.
Yes, thank you, YC. Bonjour à tous. Welcome everybody. So I'm Jean-Francois Bolin. I'm the chair of the electrical engineering department in Montreal here in Quebec. So we're still in the morning. It's a French engineering school here in Canada. And I'm the Canadian representative on the ACEDA board member, and I'm also the chair of the award committee. So I welcome you to this virtual edition of the award ceremony. Actually, it's the third time that we are doing this award ceremony virtually. We already gave 4 awards, and we are giving the award of 2019. So since the ECIDA in Presence conference has been canceled in 2020, so we are giving the 2019 awards during this virtual summit edition. So just as a quick recap, maybe you were not present at the 2 previous summit. So we already gave the Diversity Award to Agnieszka Miguel. We gave also the RMJ Outstanding Leadership and Service Award to Khalil Najafi. We gave the EC Technology Integration Award to Sean Jordan, and we gave the Innovative Program Award to the team of educator at the Colorado State University for the EC department. So these 4 awards were given previously, and today we are giving the last 2 awards of 2019 in this virtual event. And hopefully next year in March, we will do a real award ceremony in Presence to our next conference. I just want to thank also the ECIDA staff. Thank you very much for arranging the different committee and helping the committee to do their selection. Thank you also for the 2019 committee that did select these winners. So let's start with our first award, and it's a brand new award. So you haven't seen it yet in the ECIDA conference. So it's the Canadian Award. So the CHECHE, it's the Canadian Head of Electrical and Computer Engineering Association in Canada. So we have the kind of equivalent of ECIDA across Canada with our 40 representative. And this award was created almost as a copy of the leadership award that you have at ECIDA, but to recognize the outstanding leadership of a Canadian member of ECIDA and the CHECHE organization. So today's winner stood out with a very prolific implication on ECIDA. So Dennis Peter is part of ECIDA for a long time. Also on the CHECHE Canadian side, he has been the secretary, vice president, and president of the Canadian Association. And I'm very happy when I joined ECIDA in 2015. I met Dennis Peter, and he helped me a lot to onboard this great community. So I'll invite you to unmic your microphone. So just to give a big round of applause to Dennis Peter. Congratulations, Dennis, and it's your turn, Dennis, to say a few words and to our community. So, Dennis.
Okay, thank you very much, Jean-François. I'm very honored to be recognized with this award, in particular because it speaks to something that I'm very passionate about, the value we all gain from working together to improve ECE education. When I became chair of the Canadian ECE Heads Association, called CHECHE, I'll admit I was a bit surprised to be contacted by John Janowick and informed that I had signed up for more than I realized. It turns out that my predecessors had neglected to tell me that the CHECHE chair role is ex officio on the ECIDA board. Nevertheless, as I connected with ECIDA, I found the board community, or I found a broad community of scholars who are engaged in and passionate about educating our ECE students. And the support that I gained from this community over the years has been invaluable to me. I'm very happy to have been able to do my little bit to help to connect more of my Canadian colleagues to ECIDA, and I hope that these connections have been mutually beneficial. Thank you very much to the awards committee and to the ECIDA board for this recognition.
Thank you, Dennis. And like you see right now, I'm following your path, so you inspire me to keep engaged in the ECIDA and ECE community. So thank you, Dennis. And I just forgot to say that Dennis is a professor at the Memorial University in Newfoundland, in Canada. So let's move to our second award, the Industry Award. So the last award of 2019, the Industry Award is given to a company or an individual in recognition of a seminal contribution to engineering education, especially in ECE disciplines that go well beyond typical industry-university relations. So today's winner stood out with and I take the quote from the nominee form. So with an extremely productive and fruitful partnerships with the EC department at the University of Central Florida, a partnership that lasts since 2007. So a very long partnership and a fruitful partnership. So the award is given to the team, the whole team of Analog Device, represented today by Doug Mercer. So I invite you to unmute your microphone, give a big round of applause to Analog Device. And I will invite Doug to say a few words. And if I can just say, when I joined in 2015, I remember my first first time at ECIDA when you do this corporate workshop, and Analog Device provides some boxes, and we do some breadboard mounting, and it was a very fun part for me to do this with my colleagues. It was a long time that I haven't used a breadboard, so thank you, Analog Device, for this very fun activity. So Doug, are you here?
Yes, I'm here. First off, I'd like to thank and I'm honored by the Analog Devices choosing me to be the accepting person. I'm only a very small part of the large group. Well, actually, it's not that large a group of employees at Analog that are committed to the working on the university program. So I would like to thank ECIDA and the awards nominating committee on behalf of all of us at Analog Devices for the recognition. We don't do this for recognition. We do it because we feel very strongly that we need a very well-educated workforce in order for both us as a company to grow, but also as an industry to grow. And the number of electrical, sort of self-proclaimed electrical engineers in the United States is a very small percentage of the workforce, and it needs to be a growing percentage. And we really need to do whatever we can, whenever we can, to certainly foster good quality ECE programs across the country. I'd also like to very much thank all of the professors, friends that we've had over the past almost a decade and a half now, who have collaborated with us. So those past and present professors that are joining with us and sort of helping us develop our program. And also, I would like to sort of invite any future collaborators. We're fairly easy to find, so if you're interested in working with us, certainly reach out to us. And I would like to one thing, one particular school I'd like to point out as being sort of the genesis of our program back almost 15 years ago now, or maybe more than 15 years ago. We had developed a relationship with Rensselaer, and the few of the faculty there had an idea of this concept of low cost and affordable instrumentation that students could use anytime, anywhere. And this concept of the students taking ownership or the ability to sort of manage their own labs personally. And we sort of started this project quite a few years ago, and it has blossomed and gone through a number of iterations. And it's sort of turned out to be very useful this past year and a half to have this sort of hardware and software capability that's very powerful available for remote learning. So now, we can indeed do labs anywhere, anytime for the students. So with that, I'd like to hand it back. And thank you very much to the committee.
Thank you, Doug. And so it concludes the award ceremony. And just as a conclusion, so I will meet the award committee next week. We'll meet with the award committee next week to prepare the call for nominees for the 2020-2021 winners that we will present hopefully in presence in our next ECIDA conference in March. So stay tuned to your email, and please, when you receive the call, if you are aware of any outstanding contribution, feel free to fill out the nominee form and send it to our committee for evaluation. And so I will pass the floor to YC for the program of today.